family. Welcome to Mama Me Experience with Ochoa. This is that podcast where we get to dive into stories that shaped us through love, lessons, and sometimes lectures of our mom. It's not just about mom, it could be your dad or someone that took the role of a mom in your life. Happy New Year! I pray that this year we're going to enjoy God to the very best, and this year is going to be the best year yet for us. And I pray that your heart desire, my heart desire, is going to be a reality in God. We are going to enjoy this year together. So today we're going to be sharing something very interesting. But before we go into that, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share my videos, comment. And of course, you all know that it's very open to you having a private chat with me. And we get to talk about this, not just because we want to talk about it, but we want young moms or anybody out there to learn from our story, to be able to drive strength and courage and also life lessons from it. God bless you. We're sharing a topic. It says, my mom's prayer and life advice that still guides me today. Journeying through life when it comes to our relationship with our mom. Some people get to inherit money, love, houses from their mom. But for me, the things I learned from my mom was a prayer and I would say contentment, patience. You see, this thing, I said it like in my last podcast. This is like, it's so key to me. This has kept me going. It has kept me going in life. It has kept me moving in life. It has kept me strong and kept me grounded. And funny enough, I'm going to share one of my experience with my mom. You know something about Nigerian mom? They don't let you sleep peacefully. I don't know if this is just me. Why did I say this? Sometimes my mom wakes us up about 5 a.m., about 6 a.m., not to the living room. She comes to our room knocking on the door. Because I sleep together with my sisters in the same room. So she come knocking at the door and I'm like, what's going on? Like, the day is not even bright yet. What is going on here? She coming to the room is not to make us get off for school in a hurry. She came to talk to us. As a child, to be honest, I used to be very annoyed. I don't know, like that early morning sleep is so key. I rather sleep late and wake up about 7 a.m. But if I'm not doing anything, if I'm not going anywhere, like, why should I be up at that time? But my mom does it not once, not like it has become a culture for her. Sometimes she just does that, coming to the room about 5, 6 a.m. just to talk to us little girls. As a child, I used to find that very annoying. Like, I used to be so annoyed. So annoyed because why are we having a life meeting at 5 a.m. in the morning? Like, why? If we're not going anywhere, we should be in bed. But no, she'll come into the room, sit on the bed with us, and she'll start advising us about life. She makes sure that we're very much awake. That time, I didn't take it serious. I just thought it is just this mom thing, trying to advise us, trying to talk us through as a girl child or a female child, making sure that we don't miss it in life. It got to a time I got used to it because I never took it serious. So anytime I just see her come again to the room, I feel like, oh, one of them days. Never took it serious. I just thought it was just my mom doing a mom thing. And I really appreciated it, but I just didn't like the fact that this live talk happens about 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. in the morning. She will talk us through a lot of things about how she grew up, about what she grew up with, about what she grew up with, about our relationship with them, because she didn't grow up with her parents. So she used to talk to us about we meeting people and how to handle people and how to be the best of us where we find ourselves and like that. She's so detailed that she will tell you like everyday pattern, what she does every day of her life, wherever she finds herself. I'm like, how do you get to remember these things? I feel like she was talking too much, but no, she wasn't. I'm going to share this about a prayer life that has affected me positively, and I'm going to be forever, when I say forever, grateful, because that's a seed that can never die. That's a seed that is priceless to me, above all things that she's been to me, above all things that she has taught me. You see, that prayer life is so key, and I hold it in a high esteem. One thing about my mom, that woman can pray. If you have a praying mom, that is the best gift that you can ever have, because that's a strength. That woman, she can pray, she can fast. You know, back then in my family church, we do have a program called Mother's Prayer Program. My mom, it's just like a ritual. She will go with everybody's picture. She has an offering on behalf of everybody, even when my siblings are not around. She has an offering on behalf of everyone. She goes with everyone's picture. I think sometimes she extended it to her grandchildren. I can't remember, but I'm very sure about her children. She does that every year. I think later they changed it to twice a year. So she does that every time the program is on. God has blessed us with 1001. You know, being a woman is such a special gift. And sometimes I hear my mom when she's praying, she do call our name one by one in the prayers. And you know, when you hear your name in your mom's prayer, there is something it does to you, like the intentionality. She's not just like praying in general for her children, but she's so intentional to the point that she goes by mentioning our names one after the other in her prayers. It makes me feel protected, even when life out there is so hard. I just have the space within that I'm covered. There is someone somewhere in the prayer room mentioning my name. Someone is fighting spiritually for me. My mom would pray before traveling. My mom would pray while traveling. My mom would give thanks when she's back. That is how intentional. And this has been a culture that indirectly, like, it has influenced me, that I find myself doing the same thing, paying so much details to my spiritual life, being intentional about things around me. Like, nothing is taken for granted. Nothing feels normal. Nothing feels, God has to just be involved in everything. That is the seed that has been sown into me. Let me be honest with you. I used to think my mom worries too much. Why are you praying like this every day? She prays at home, she prays at shop. I will pretend and try to avoid her so she doesn't come in for prayers, or she doesn't involve me in her talking. I didn't understand what she was doing then. Then I grew up. And life started lifing. Bills, responsibilities, decisions, pressure. And suddenly, I found myself doing the same thing. I started praying before leaving the house. I started talking to people. I started advising people. Younger ones around me, my nieces, my nephews. I started saying things like, you need to pray. I started saying things like, have you prayed about this? Have you thought about this? Have you done this? Have you done that? Like, people started saying me like, you are so spiritual, but I don't know. I can't help it. This is where I find myself praying just like my mom, or even more, because I'm meant to do greater things than my parents, even much more than my parents. I know my mom's tongue, like the way she speaks in tongues. Sometimes when my sister and I, we just want to be funny about it. We just want to be funny about my mom. We just start saying those tongues that she used to say. We're not trying to make fun, but that's how well we've heard her pray. That's how well, she does it over and over again. And it's like we just learned it. We never sat down to say she should teach it, but we just learned it. We know how my mom speaks in tongues. Sometimes I feel our parents don't give enough. But the older we get, the more we get to realize it. Morals and prayers follows us every day of our life. Whatever we do, it goes after us, and it speaks a lot. And that's why sometimes when life gets hard, we get to stand like we have a backup, because we have already been grounded in morals, and also our prayer life is so deep that we can't afford to fall. So take out time to appreciate your parent. Or if it's someone that took the role of your mom, please don't feel bad, be grateful, because these gifts to us are priceless. Having someone that took the role of your mom, that talked to you, and if you've lost your mom, you've lost any of your parents, or someone that took the role of your mom in your life is gone, don't feel too bad. Trust me, their prayers are still working. The seed of sown is still very much more alive. This is Mama Me Experience with Ochola. If this story is relatable or it has blessed you one way or the other, please do not forget, like, subscribe, and share my video. Or probably you could actually send this video to your mom or to someone out there, just to show that you're grateful, and you do not forget that they've sown a seed in your life and it's still speaking for you. And tell me in the comment section one piece of advice that your mom would give you that you don't forget. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my video. I'll see you in my next episode. I love you. Bye.